Hey Dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here to do my April 2022 journal flip through. And as of today, guys, I am completely finished with this journal. So the May flip will be coming and then I'll do a completed flip that doesn't have any talking. So anyway, let's jump right into it. This is my April intro page. April showers, May flowers, all of that kind of thing. I really wish I had added a little more. I did make those gold flex specs things that I wanted to go back and decorate some of the pages in here with. So we'll do that another time, and I'll probably add some here too. But anyway, that is the intro page. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of it. So we start with the 2nd, and on this day, I finally deleted Facebook completely and totally. I had been toying with the idea for some time actually and had taken breaks from it by deactivating my account. The only thing stopping me from going through with the whole thing was I wanted to save my pictures, and I thought that it was going to be this big ordeal trying to figure out how to do that. Guys, when I finally took the time to figure out how to sit down and save all of my albums, it was really easy and fairly quick. All you had to do is press the little dot and it says download, and it will make a compression file for you that you can save on your computer or a USB, whatever. And yeah, so I have all of my photos and everything that I've ever loaded up there, photos that I've ever loaded up there saved. And yeah, I just took the plunge and finally deleted Facebook and have not looked back. It was just too much foolishness going on, and then I just sometimes didn't like who I was when I was on Facebook, when I would get in the comments somewhere, and I had stopped doing a lot of that over the past few years because it just wasn't worth it arguing with people over stuff that they were never going to change their minds about anyway. But yeah, I just finally, it was just getting too toxic for me. So I had to let Facebook go, and that's what I did on this day. And also, I was asked to participate in the traveling journal that Carla Conroy, I believe is her name, sets up and does. And she's on Instagram. I will link her. I think she also has a YouTube, but she's not very active on there at all. She is active on Instagram, so like I said, I will link her there. And so I had gotten the journal in, and this was the day that I completed my spread and sent it and packaged it up and sent it on to the next person. And then later that night, my nephew was over, so again, we were playing some games and stuff with him. So that was pretty much what was going on the 2nd. On the 9th I had been hearing about this new store called Pop Shelf, specifically from Gina Loves to Craft. Shout out to her. And decided to look it up, and I found one in my area. There's actually 2 in my area now. So I decided I wanted to go and check it out. And it's a cute little store. It has a whole bunch of different stuff, and the prices are really, really reasonable, which I appreciated. So I did pick up a few things. The thing I was most excited about was the Charms candy they had, because I used to eat these all the time when I was a kid, and I haven't seen them since. So like I said, memory unlocked for me with that. And so that's why I put this on here from, I think it's the Sweet Rush collection by Vicky Booten, that says get out and try new things, because this was the first time I ever went to Pop Shelf. I have been back a few times since. Like I said, lovely store. So yeah, that was fun. Trying something new and going somewhere new. So on the 10th, we were celebrating my mom's birthday. It was really, really busy that day. There were some last minute errands I needed to run. I needed to go and get a tiramisu cake from BJ's, which she particularly loves, and I usually get it for her on her birthday. And also somebody had broke like this bowl thing of hers that she had gotten from Target. So I went by Target to see if they had some more, and I ended up getting that. Like I said, last minute things. I got back to the house, and my cousins were there from both sides of the family. My aunt, which is my mom's sister, and so it was just a lot of people there. And then my one of my cousins on my dad's side, they were telling me how they had gotten involved in flipping houses and stuff like that, and basically what was going on now and the conundrum they was in as far as the house they were dealing with at the moment and the people, and it was a lot. And then also my cousin on that side, Earl, brought me some watermelon. I absolutely love watermelon. Excuse me, can I talk? Watermelon. It's my favorite fruit. It is absolutely easily my favorite fruit. So yeah, I was very excited about that. And then continuing on that day, so we, celebrating here. My sister, as I said, my sister and my mom's birthdays are very close, only 4 days apart. My sister was earlier, but I knew she was going to be traveling on her birthday and through my mom's. And she had gone to Barcelona. And I was telling her about the song by Ed Sheeran, Barcelona, and that maybe she would want to check out the La Sagrada Familia, which is a big church cathedral out there or whatever. And so she did, and she told me that it was, my sister, like I said, is very well traveled. And she said out of all the cathedrals and churches and stuff that I've seen, this is by far my favorite. She said it's beautiful, so I'm looking forward to seeing it in person for myself. So she sent along some pictures for me to see on this day. And fun fact, my favorite actor, his birthday is the same day as my mom's. Crazy. So I ended up watching my favorite movie that night as well to celebrate. And that was pretty much what was going on the 10th. So on the 16th, I had been looking into purchasing an Apple Watch because I wanted to get back into my walking routine, and I wanted something officially to keep track of my steps and heart rate and all of that kind of stuff, yada, yada, yada. So I looked into it, and I think they were having some kind of sale. So I ordered one from Best Buy for pickup, and this was the day basically that I went out to pick up my order and get my Apple Watch, as you can see here. I have it on, and also on this day I finished Diana Gabaldon's Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, and this is the the latest installment of the Outlander series, and I absolutely adore that series. Those books and the show is phenomenal. Of course, I love the show, but of course for me the books are way better. Love the characters. These are characters like when I don't read about them or watch them, I miss them. So I go back and either read or watch the series kind of often. So, but I finished the latest installment. I loved it, and I can't wait. Can I talk? I can't wait to read the next installment, which is going to be some time, because if I'm not mistaken, I think she says it takes her 4 years between books to get out another one. So it's going to be a little while before the next one comes out, but am excited to read that, and really, really, really enjoyed Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. Okay, on the 17th, not too much going on this day. Of course, it was Easter, and so we had the annual Easter egg hunt for my nephew, and so I just snapped a couple pictures of him doing that. So I tried to document it just because I don't know how much longer he's gonna want to do this. So yeah, and the neighborhood planted a tree in the yard way back in the day when my dad passed, in honor of him, and the tree was just looking lovely that day. So I took a picture of it and had to put that there. But just a lot of mundane things going on this day. So that was pretty much it for the 17th. The 20th, renovations started. The people came and basically knocked out all of the cabinets and everything in the kitchen. As you can see, it is bare here. My mom had been wanting new cabinets forever, and so they finally got the process started with it, and nothing, it was, y'all, it was a mess. Okay, it was a mess, but I was surprised they got it all done in one day. The guy had said it was going to be 2 or 3 days for the demolition of it, but they got it done in one day. And so yeah, and this was also the day that I finally filmed my, what do you call it, spread for the gentleman. I had been meaning to do it for 2 years now. I'm probably glad I waited, because I really, really love the way that this came out. It's just so beautiful to me, probably because I love the movie so much. But this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite spread of movies and TV that I've done so far. So we'll see if I can top myself anytime soon. So that is pretty much what was going on the 20th. this was quite a long process. So yeah, the whole renovations thing. So on the 30th, my little cousin, who was to be married the next month, had her bridal shower, and I believe this was her second one. And so I went to that. It was kind of, I feel like it was wet and rainy that day for some reason. I'm not particularly sure. But anyway, we went to her, bridal shower. Whenever I go to any family event, instead of riding with another family member, I drive myself, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And I'm not waiting on nobody. I think we all have that family where we go places with them and you're ready to go and they're like, okay, we can go. And then they start talking to somebody and then it's like, okay, we're going to go. And then they start talking to somebody else, or they continue on with, I'm not here for those games or those shenanigans. I will drive myself. When I'm ready to go, I will get in my car and I will leave. Period. Okay? So went to the bridal shower and eventually I left because I wanted to check out the other pop shelf. Guys, why did I get there and I hadn't had my wallet with me the entire time? I left it at home. I still ended up going inside to check it out, but I couldn't buy anything. I was so mad at myself. Anyway, so I ended up just going home, and that was pretty much what was happening this day. And to end the month off, I have my April favorites for the month as far as entertainment goes, television, books, music. So I was watching Bel Air this month. Absolutely loved it. I love the reimagining of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, from a comedy to a drama. All of the characters so well cast. I love the new Jeffrey. Love all of the new characters. Just chef's kiss. And the way that it ended, I was like, please, I need season 2 right now. Let's do this. So yeah, they did that with Bel Air. And then Claws was a show I've been watching for a while, and I've been waiting for the last season. I think it came out, and I just, with the whole thing, with all of the TV schedules getting postponed or weirded out with the whole panorama, I finally ended up going back and watching the last and final season of Claws, and it was a mess. The whole show is a mess, but I loved it, and the last episode just had me crying. So yeah, it was good. And then I went back and caught up on Grownish as well, because I hadn't watched that for a couple seasons, or like a season and a half. So I got myself caught up on that. Really love this show. I will have to say that Grownish for me is like a different world. For me, A Different World got infinitely better once Lisa Bonet left and the Denise character was no longer a part of the series. Now, of course, Chloe is still a part of the series, but I find that I love the episodes where she's not there, or where she's not as prevalent. I love them the most, because Chloe gets on my nerves. No, and her name's not even Chloe. See, her name is Zoe. See, this is how irrelevant she is to me, to the story. I just want her to get her stuff together. Like, she makes so many weird, poor decisions, and it's like, and I get that that's what it's supposed to be, but some of the stuff she be doing is just stupid as hell to me. Anyway, but I still love the show for some reason. Like, the characters are so good beyond Zoe. Do I have her name right now? Like, I love Luca and how chill and down to earth he is. I love the twins because their snark is peak elite top level. Love it. And then Doug, and then Vivek. Absolutely love Vivek. He is just, I don't know why they give him so much shit. Vivek is such a good character. And then Charlie as the dean, I think he is now. He's just a fool. So yeah, really love those characters. And then, of course, I watched Turning Red. Absolutely loved it. It's such a good coming-of-age story. And I like that they feature a different culture in this. So yeah, love Turning Red. That I did do a movie spread on this as well. So yeah. And my complete watch list for the month was Bel Air, Trust No One, The Hunt for the Crypto King, Unbelievable, Moonshot, Claws, The Ultimatum. That was a whole boondoggle. That was a mess. Turning Red, Abbott Elementary, such a cute little show, Abbott Elementary. Definitely looking forward to the second season of that. It is on Hulu. It's a quick show, 30 minutes, and it's a comedy. Russian Doll, the second season came out. I honestly did not think they would be making a second season of this because the first season came out so long ago. I really, really enjoyed the first season of Russian Doll. I laughed my ass off. This season was just okay. It was meh. I think they got just a little too ambitious with the whole time travel thing. So, continuing on, I've also watched a couple documentaries. White Hot, The Rise and Fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. And I remember when that was like, Abercrombie and Fitch was like so crazy, weirdly popular, and I have never set foot in one of those stores. It just did not seem like a store that wanted me in it, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I just got not good vibes from that store, and now I know why. And then The Way Down, y'all, the amount of I'm concerned for people in general and how they just let themselves be swept up by these culty type situations and just go along with absolute fuckery. Like, it's fuckery. So I don't know. I'm confused, whatever. But it was a very interesting documentary, and this was actually, The Way Down was on HBO Max is where I saw that. My sister told me about it, so I ended up watching it. Anyway, the only thing that I was listening to on repeat in April was For You by James T.W. Sweet little love song. Loved it. And of course, my books read section is Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. That was a quick read. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Love Talia Hibbert. She's probably one of my favorite authors now. And then, of course, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone by Diana Gabaldon. And I just waxed poetic about that earlier in this spread. In this flip through. So, yeah. Definitely, if you have not read the Outlander series and you enjoy the show, read the books. Read the books. The only thing I will say is the second book in the beginning is kind of slow, but once you get past a certain part, I think once they get back to Scotland, things really start moving or whatever. But stick with it, and all of the rest of them are just chef's kiss. You will fall in love with these characters, I'm telling you. So that is it for the end of this flip through, and I will see you all in the one for May, and then I guess the completed flip through that should be non-talking. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions about anything, leave those below. I hope everyone has been safe and well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.